Good morning. I was up early today, guys. Welcome to Kletus Roadside Service. We're driving through Fort Scott right now. Guess where we're fucking headed? Tulsa, baby. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Heading down there. Hey, Wayne Hancock is a musical artist. I think he's kind of well known, but some people might not ever heard of him if they don't listen to old style country. But Wayne Hancock is a fucking badass, and he's got a song Tulsa, and it's fucking. I like that song a lot. Tulsa. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not gonna fucking try to sing it for you. We are headed down to Tulsa today, but I did get a little fired up just a little bit ago. I totally forgot that I got fired up yesterday because I was sitting here driving and I'm like, I don't have anything to fucking talk about today. And then I had to call my mechanic, and I just remembered that I had all kinds of issues yesterday, and I guess I could tell you guys about them. You might want to hear about it. So yesterday, yeah, I hauled some water and oil and did all that bullshit, and then I ended the episode by fucking cussing you guys out, and I'm so sorry about that. I was a little frazzled. Okay, hey, sorry about if I offended anybody yesterday. That's on me, and I don't know if this is really an apology or just me saying, hey, I'll try not to fucking yell at you guys again. You guys are doing fucking wonderful. You guys are doing wonderful. Don't leave a comment. Just don't leave. Don't even worry about it. You'll be all right. Just keep on listening. We're doing this thing, okay? I'm in a little bit better mood today. I was freaking out yesterday. You know why I'm in a better mood? Because I ate fucking pizza. I'm a piece of fucking shit. And I ate some goddamn pizza. I was debating on whether I was going to say it on the podcast or not, but you know what? I said honesty is the best policy. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I ate a slice of breakfast pizza. Sue me, okay? Fuck! Jesus! Leave me alone! Call me fat in the comments if you want to. You don't have to, but I would appreciate a couple of fat jokes in the comments. I like them. I think they're funny. You're not going to offend me. Even if you say some real mean shit, the only thing it's going to do is motivate me. So, anyways, yeah, motivation was down this morning. I stopped off at a Casey's, and I had to take a shit, and they had just set out a brand new pizza right as I walked in. And I said, that pizza's going to be perfect temperature by the time I'm done taking a shit here. I'm going to eat it. And I did. Then I got me a coffee. I had been off coffee for a couple of days, but I like it. I like having coffee. You know, water with salt is just not doing it for me. I did have a bottle of water with salt yesterday, and I did really good yesterday. Yesterday, I think I ate one protein bar, and no, I did. I ate tuna salad. Pretty fucking good, guys. I think that's a win. For lunch, I had the little packets of tuna at the shop, not cans, they're little packages, and I dumped them into a bowl. 2 packages of tuna, a little bit of mayonnaise, a little bit of relish, some crushed red pepper because they order pizza and they just throw all the shit in a drawer. So I put some crushed red pepper, and then there was some like Parmesan garlic herb thing. I fucking ripped that motherfucker open and put it in there, and I mixed it all around. And I did eat some crackers with it, but hey, for what I would normally eat for lunch, I think I did pretty fucking good. I tried to eat a goddamn apple. That apple, it felt like I was eating a pear. Well, it didn't feel like I was eating a pear. It felt like I took a bite out of a pear, but it was a straight up apple, and that means it was fucking rotten. And I spit that the fuck out. I said, fuck this apple. I tried. I was going to be a good boy today. But yeah, then I ate a protein bar. So, hey, Not too bad of a lunch. And then I'm like trying to figure out what else I'm going to do yesterday. I'm like, what? Is there anything else that needs to be done? Because I need to get hours. I need hours, people. And the boss man, he's gone. He's having a camera forcefully shoved up his anus. Colonoscopy. And I'm hoping he get. I don't want to make jokes until I find out he's good, you know. But I think he's probably going to be fine. So I'm probably just going to make the jokes anyways. And if he's like, I have a lot of fucking cancer in my ass, and I'm over there like, you had a fucking doctor shove shit up your, and just trying to make fun of him in some sort of way. He makes fun of me all the time. For whenever I injured my tailbone, he keeps calling it my ass. I'm like, it's not even at my ass. It's at the top of my ass crack, okay? That's not my ass. I guess it kind of is, but it's like my asshole is down a little bit further, okay? But I fucked up my the top of my ass crack. I landed on it driving a truck. I was trying to use air. I see all these guys just bouncing up and down the road, and I'm like, hey, I could be one of those guys. And I put like 4 to 5 inches of air in my seat, and then I start hitting a rough ass road, and it fucking launched me into the fucking roof of the truck, and then I came down. There wasn't enough air in there to hold my fat ass up, and I landed right on my goddamn tailbone when I came down, and caused a hematoma that ended up being a giant abscess and wound and shit, and I don't know. Anyways, he makes fun of my fucking ass all the time. I'm gonna make fun of his ass. He willingly had a fucking doctor put his nose up in there and shove shit up in his ass. He had shit shoved up in his ass. I think they have a different way to do colonoscopies these days, but I'm pretty sure he's old school, and he's like, shove it in, doc. Shove that camera up by it. You have a bigger camera, get a better view. Shove it in. Anyways, that's my little part about my boss getting rammed in the ass by a doctor. So no, I'm sitting there. I'm like trying to do training on my tablet. I'm like, this is gonna be fucked if this is all I'm doing today. Is I'm gonna be off at 3 o'clock, and that's not enough time. I need more hours. So well, I had the office lady. Well, she's just kind of like the job mom. She's like the mom. She knows anything and everything. You would, yeah. Sometimes you let it fall and you start treating her like a woman. Just not like a woman, but just like, okay, you're just an office person. You don't understand anything. She knows everything. To an extent, she knows everything. So, anyways, she's like, hey, you need to. Well, first, this is what it was. She was like, and I corrected her, but then I felt bad afterwards, kind of. But she was like, hey, there's a tanker down there, but if you're going to hook up that tanker, you have to use this certain truck and you got to make sure it's set up, because I think it's set up to haul the trash trailer if you're going to haul the tanker. And I'm like, well, listen here, toots. It doesn't matter what fucking as long as I got a fifth wheel plate, I can hook up to that tanker. I'm not going to run the pump. And she's like, oh, okay, I was just saying. And then she walked off, and I'm like, oh, shit, I pissed her off. I pissed her off. Fuck. Now she thinks I was being mean to her. But yeah, I'm not hooking up hydraulics. I'm not going to run the pump or anything. I just need to clean the fucking tanker. So, anyways, got the tanker hooked up and took it over to the landfill. We called them up and said, hey, so this is a tanker that, remember, I don't know, a couple of months ago I did some podcasts talking about how I was hauling water up in Dune, Iowa, down to Fremont, Nebraska, or over over to, I don't fucking know. I was doing some shit. And when I got to this nice offloading facility, I opened up my valve, and this giant, instead of black water that I was approved to dump, it was a yellow fucking, like, peanut butter. Like, yellow peanut butter frosting looking shit that just blasted out of my tanker all over this fucking place. And it's just oozing out of my tanker. And I'm like, oh, fuck. What the hell is that? And the guy comes over. He's like, what the hell is that? I'm like, I don't fucking know, man. Somebody didn't clean this truck before I brought it. Obviously. And I thought that was the end of it. You know, you'll have to go back to the episode to get my whole commentary on all that. And then I hauled another tanker of water back there, and I said, hey, luckily no more yellow shit's going to come out. And guess what? More fucking yellow shit came the fuck out. And I'm like, oh, shit. This is not good at all. But luckily I found out it's some sort of, like, plant growth fucking shit. I think it was expired, but it's like, it's safe to be in the environment. It's not hazardous whatsoever. It's just a little yellow looking paint sludge looking shit. But it's actually for agriculture or whatever the fuck farmers use it or something for something. I don't fucking know. They said it was water soluble. Tell you what, I was so pissed off that somebody used that truck, didn't clean it, and then I took it out and made a fool out of my fucking self 2 times that I brought it back to the shop and I said, this is one thing I'm not going to fucking deal with. This is somebody else's fucking problem. And I left the tanker sitting there. And that tanker, nobody fucking used it that was July 1st, I think. It's been sitting since July 1st. So she's like, hey, that tanker out there, I just need to know what the fuck is in it. I know it's dirty and it's gross. I just need to know what the fuck is in it so we can figure out what paperwork I need to send with it to take it to the cleaners. And I was like, hey, that's great. I can tell you what I used it for. And I told her, I was like, but there's other shit in there. She's like, well, just go down there and look. So I rode my dirt bike down there because it's a long walk. I'm a fat guy. I like to ride. Ride my dirt bike down there, and I open up all the hatches, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, there's some fucking shit in here. You know, you would think after 2 loads blowing out this yellow shit, you would think it's all gone. No, not at all. It's still a lot of shit in there. And I was like, yeah, it's fucking dirty. It needs to go to the cleaners. And she's like, well, I actually cannot pinpoint exactly what product is in there, so we can't take it to the cleaners. I'm like, God damn it. And I realized at that point in time, this was my problem that I was going to have to do. But I was looking for hours, and I'll take them any way I can get them, I guess. I'd rather be driving down to fucking Tulsa or Hannibal, and that's another thing I found out. At noon, I was sitting there at noon, and one of my salesmen runs over, and he's like, hey, why the fuck are you not down in Tulsa? I'm like, my boss fucking told me. He's over there getting a camera shoved up his ass. He told me yesterday, too fucking bad, Kletus, you're not going to Tulsa. You're going to do this fucking water hole local, and it's only going to take a half fucking day. I was like, I wanted to do that. He's like, well, now we're fucked because we have to pay for that load even though it's not going. I'm like, dude, I promise you I would much rather be doing that than doing what I did today. So there's another thing I could fucking cuss my boss out for. Hey, man, you remember the job that I was asking to do, that I wanted to do, and you told me, no, I can't fucking do it, just out of spite, it seemed like? Yeah, well, now we're paying for a load that didn't go, and I was here available to do it. We had the truck, we had the material, we had everything ready to go, and you just decided, no, I'd rather go get something shoved in my ass and make you do some bitch work today. That's what it felt like. So, Anyways, fast forward to the tanker. You can't take it to the cleaners. You need to clean it. I'm like, God damn it. And they're like, take it up on the hill. And I'm like, hey, listen, I'll take it up on the hill and I'll try to clean it up there. But I'm telling you right now, the shit that's in this tanker is going to get on the ground out there, and it's going to stay on the ground out there, and it ain't going to go nowhere, because this shit should have been fucking dissolved or liquefied a little bit more by now, and it's not. None of it, it is not, you know, it's not disintegrating or anything. It's still fucking peanut butter. So she called up the landfill and got us a special provision to go there and just clean out. So we didn't have to take any paperwork or anything. We just had to show up out there and bring a pressure washer and clean it at their facility, because we can just throw all the shit in their pit. And called up my guy over there at the landfill, and he's like, yeah, just clean up your mess when you're done. I'm like, God damn it, we came out here so we didn't have to clean it up. That's the only reason we're out here, so we don't have to clean up the fucking mess. Like, well, you guys got to clean up your mess if it's fucking nasty shit. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking real nasty. I was hoping you could just use your loader and then let people run it over a few times, and then it'd be fucking just part of your ecosystem over here. But no, we had to clean it up. It wasn't a big deal. We used a shovel and just shoved it into the pit and called it good. But it took a long fucking time to clean this tanker. So I had a new guy with me. He's over on the ER side, but he was the only available body that we had. So they sent him with me, and he's a good guy. I never really met him before. He used to be a firefighter, which was pretty cool. But then he got, I don't know, he got sent on some fucking, I don't know, all firefighters get sent out on some horrific looking shit, I guess. But he just couldn't handle it. So he decided he's going to go work for us. And then I proceeded to tell him about the lady that we had to clean up that got blown up underneath the bridge. A homeless lady exploded herself. And we had to go out there and clean it up. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Did that trigger anything? He's like, no. I'm like, okay, I don't know what. I have no idea what caused his PTSD or what exactly was going on. He seemed like a pretty level-headed fella. He didn't seem like he had any neurological fucking conditions or anything, but he said he did. Anyways, let's see here. We spent the next like 3 hours out there trying to clean this motherfucker. We had all the hatches opened up, and he did a good job. I was like, hey, here's a pressure washer to go up there and just spray all the shit to the end. I'm going to start like trying to scoop some shit out from down here. And it went as good as it possibly could. You know, we got almost all of it out, but without getting in the tank, it wasn't going to happen. I was like, we're going to have to get in the fucking tank, because this shit, with the sun beating down on our water tank, the water was so hot that it was, you know, if it was cold water, we could get this shit to clump up a little bit and then flow down. But it was too hot that it was kind of melting the shit. So anytime we hit it with a pressure washer, it would just splatter all over inside. But somehow he got it pretty good, or at least the water wasn't as hot when we first started or something, that he was able to push the front two compartments, well, not compartments, but between the first baffle, the first side and the middle side, he was able to clean those really fucking good. And then it was the last one where all the shit had, you know, flowed down to. It was pretty fucking bad. And I shoved as much as I could. I opened up the back hatch. There's a fourth hatch on these tankers, but it's the back door, and I usually don't ever fuck with the back door, just because if it's sealed and it's tight, leave it the fuck alone. Because the other lids, they're on top, so shit might spill a little bit out, but, you know, I don't know. Whenever you turn the vacuum on, you just tighten all the wing nuts down, you're good. But the wing nuts on the back door are like never ever used, and they are tight as fuck. Like, I had to use a sledgehammer and I'm surprised I didn't break anything. A sledgehammer and a breaker bar to get those wing nuts just to spin enough threads, like 10 times, that I could swing them down and get the door open. And then the door was fucking glued shut because it's been, I think they lined the inside of the tank and they didn't open that door. So it was like kind of lined shut, painted shut basically. So that was a bitch, but once we got that open, I was able to shove with my hand a lot of the shit that was getting caught that wouldn't go down the drain or the exit tube, and I was able to get it all to go down there. Did I miss my fucking exit? No, I did not. Okay, we're doing good. So yeah, it was a pain in the fucking ass, and I got completely covered in shit. I had it all up and down my arms. I had it splattered all over my face, and the black water that I had hauled with it last stunk really fucking bad. The yellow shit didn't smell great, but it got you real messy. The black water shit wouldn't. I mean, obviously you're getting dirty, getting it on you. It was all non-haz shit, but I came out of there looking like, and I told you guys that I had to swap to a new shirt yesterday because I didn't want to stink all day. Well, luckily this was at the end of the day, but my brand new shirt that I just picked up that was going to have little to no stains on it ended up, it's completely black in the front now. Gross. But then we had a couple other guys show up out there. There was one guy, he had the walking floor trailer. He was there to dump off some soybean treatment or whatever. It's like expired product or whatever for farmers, another fucking thing that we do. It was just boxes of soybean treatment or something. And he gets out there and he's having. This is a guy that he looks like and seems like he knows what he's doing. He's got a method for anything that he does. He does not. Well, I mean, he does, but it's all the wrong shit. He's like, I got some pallets stuck. I'm like, oh, well, just like turn it on the shuffle. And I turned it on the shuffle. He said, turn it off, turn it off. I'm like, why? What's going on? He's like, it's shuffling. I'm like, I know, it's supposed to. It'll break, because these pallets, they get stuck in that walking floor. And if you do the shuffle, it'll usually, break free and it'll start walking out. But he was freaking out the whole fucking time, and he was like, don't do that, turn it off. He's like, I know how to do it, and he just knocked the pallet over and had to walk 70 fucking 2 boxes to the end of the trailer. I'm like, dude, there's a way easier way to do that, but if that's the way you want to do it, go for it. Whatever the fuck, I guess, whatever. And then, anyways, and then another group of guys showed up. They were there to wash out a vac box, which is like a 25-yard dumpster, but it's a vac box, so it's completely encapsulated and sealed. And they had to just wash it out. They were at the bakery all day. They had to suck out some flour, some bad flour or something. I think it had moisture in it or something, so they had to clean that tank out and then dump it all at the landfill and then get washed out so they could return that vac box to the rental place. And luckily they showed up. They had some gasoline. We ran out of gasoline for the fucking pressure washer. So luckily they showed up out there, and they helped out a little bit. One of the guys that showed up is the guy that had all that fucking peanut butter. He's the one that left all that peanut butter bullshit in this fucking tanker. I'm like, hey, I'm over here cleaning your fucking shit, dude. He's like, that was like 2 months ago. I'm like, I know. I was hoping you would have got it fucking cleaned by now. Now look at me. I'm the one fucking doing it. And it seems like that happens all the goddamn time. People leave a mess, and I'm like, oh, that's going to suck for them when they have to clean it. And then, boom, fast forward. I'm the one fucking cleaning it. I'm like, God damn, why am I cleaning this shit? Why am I cleaning up other people's messes all the goddamn time? It's some bullshit. All right, where are we? Okay. I was like, my maps better be fucking not frozen, because I'm like, my turn's got to be coming up here soon. I know it is. And it is. It's up here a little ways, a couple more miles. So, yeah, and then I called the office lady. This was, we're not billing a customer. We're billing ourselves to clean this fucking thing. And she didn't think it was going to take that long. We started at like 1:30, 2 o'clock. It was 5 o'clock, and I called her and I said, hey, we're leaving the landfill now. We got it as clean as we could. We give up. We're waving the white flag. We're done. We're we we're not gonna get it done anymore. So she's like, "Oh shit, you guys are still out there?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah. It was a fucking mess. I told you I wanted to take it to the goddamn cleaners because they'll get inside of the tank with their suits and everything, and they'll use I don't know, they get it clean. They know how to do it. And I could do that, but you're not authorizing us to get in the tank. We don't want to do a whole confined space permit and all that other bullshit and have more people involved and all that shit, and then the risk of something going bad, but nothing would go bad but could go bad, and we got to set up a tripod and bullshit because the tank is tall, but it's just it's not that tall, but it's tall enough that you would need a tripod to lower somebody down in there, and then it's just like a whole lot of shit to get in this fucking tank. So like from the outside, this is all we could do. And I'm telling you, there was a fuckload of this peanut butter shit inside there. It's not peanut butter. It doesn't even smell like peanut butter. It just got the consistency of peanut butter. Um, and yeah, we got as much of it out as we could. There was piles of that shit just all over the ground out there. Uh, I don't know. I'd say at least 20, like half a barrel, like a 55-gallon barrel. There's probably at least half a barrel of shit in there. And that was after, probably 50 gallons of this shit had already blown out at that fucking place where I tried to offload once before. So, I mean, he left a lot of fucking material in this tank. It was ridiculous. But I can kind of see what happened was that material, uh, they had a whole tanker load of it. They drain it out and they say, oh, it's good. And they leave, and then they park the tanker, and then I come to use it. All the shit that was stuck on the sides slowly wept down into the drain. And so when I first opened the drain, it all blew out. But some of it, I think, floated on water or something, or just didn't move, didn't have enough time to move or something. And so then after my second load, uh, more shit came down off the walls and filled up the drain. And then, it was going to be a never ending process if we just kept using it. So we had to get it cleaned out. Um, but we got it pretty good. I said, hey, if you know what would be nice is because this is non-haz, it can go anywhere. We can dump this shit anywhere. There's barely anything in there. But maybe next time we use this tanker, let's haul some diesel. Let's haul, to a not good diesel, obviously. It's got to be certified clean to do that. But let's haul some waste diesel, some waste. I can take it down to Winoka when I haul that selenium water, because that selenium water is nice and hot. I'll just haul it with that, and that should dissolve anything that's in there, I'd hope. Do some, help rinse it out. And now that there's not big clumps of shit in there, now it's going to be basically, just people probably won't even notice shit, if you mix it with anything, because there's so little in there. But it's splattered everywhere. I can't clean the ceiling of the tanker. I can't clean the back wall of the tanker. Without getting in. So anyways, I got my hours yesterday. I got my motherfucking hours yesterday. I get back to the shop, I hop on the dirt bike, and I had a sneaky suspicion that my front tire was going a little bit low. It was squatting a little bit when I was riding around, so I was like, I'll go check it out. I checked it, it only had like 5 pounds of pressure in it. But it's a fucking dirt bike tire, so it doesn't take a lot of pressure to keep its form or anything. You know, car tire with 5 psi, you're gonna know, or a semi tire or whatever. But I haven't checked the tire, the air in my tire, like ever. You know, I got the bike and I filled up all the tires and then I just left it alone. I didn't think they were leaking until, you know, recently. I was like, hey, I think this tire's going a little flat. So I check it out. Yeah, it's only got like 5 pounds of pressure in it, and I like to run it. I run it over spec because spec is for a fucking Japanese man that weighs a couple 100 pounds or like 150 pounds or whatever. So, and I'm a lot more than that. So I run a little bit higher pressure than factory specs in my tires. And we have this auto inflator. You just set the PSI on a machine, and this fucking tow truck just made me hit the red light. You stupid fucker. And I got a sheriff over here watching me, so I ain't gonna run it. I got sunburn blisters all over me. Anyways, so I go to the auto inflator and I set it to 25 psi and I hook it up to my bike, you know, with the little air chuck. Because they got rid of our regular, you know, hose reel that goes to the outside of the building, so people, you know, whenever you have a semi or tire that's low, you can just take it over there and air them up without having to go inside the shop and look for supplies and everything. We have a little shed thing outside that has an air chuck inside of it. It used to be for our DEF tank. We'd have our DEF tank in there, and you'd fill up DEF and whatnot. But anyways, this fucking auto tire inflator just lets out the 5 psi that was in my fucking tire. So now my tire is completely at zero. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go inside and I grab the actual hose reel that's inside the shop, and I grab that and I take it out there and I plug in the air chuck from the auto inflator, and it's got a fucking blow through on it. Apparently, is what my mechanic guy is saying. He's like, "Oh no, it's a special air chuck that lets air out and in." So, but I'm pretty sure that's done at the machine, not the fucking chuck. But whatever, that's what he said. So I put that on there, and it's just, you know, you hook it up to the airline, and it's just blowing out air on the fucking air chuck. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Air chuck is busted. So I take it off. I go run around the shop looking for a fucking another air chuck. I asked the guy that was sitting there, and I said, "Hey man, where's another? I need another air chuck." He's like, There's one I used the other day," and he grabbed it, brought it to me. I plug it in immediately. The rubber seal blows the fuck out of it, and I'm like, "Well, god damn it, you know this is a bullshit." So I grabbed the other air chuck that was blowing air out and whatever. I just tried to put my finger over it, and I was like, you know, I don't need a whole lot of air pressure, and our you know, compressor or whatever is going to blow a lot of air, so I'll just stick it on there real quick, and somebody shut the air off, and I don't know, they redid everything. I don't know where the air compressor, how to turn it on. I don't know where it is. I don't know what's going on with anything. There's fucking airlines running all across the whole shop now. All the air compressors used to be right there, so it was real simple. Now they got fucking airlines going a couple 100 feet through the ceiling, over and around, and blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, where's the little air compressor that we have? We have a little one that runs around. People use it to air up shit, you know, not whenever they can't move it around or whatever. It's gone. I have no idea where the fucking other air compressor is. So yeah, I'm just running around like a chicken with my head cut off, like looking. I'm like, where? How do I get fucking air? My tire's now flat, completely. And I got real upset, so I just said, fuck it, I'm going to the gas station. So I hop on the bike, and it's a little bit of a ride. There's other gas stations, but they make you fucking pay for air. What a fucking cunt. What a cunt makes you pay for air. And so I go over to Quick Trip because they always have a free air thing, and it's a Quick Trip truck stop. So if there's like a line at the air compressor, I can always run over to the fuel island, and they always have free air at the fuel island. So go over there, and there's only one guy in line, or he's already parked in that spot. I thought somebody just parked there and went inside or whatever. I didn't see anybody, so I just roll up. I'm on my bike, so I could just roll up, and then I grab the air thing and I hit the button, and I look over, and a guy is standing right there. He's like, "Oh, do you want to go first?" I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know you were here. I thought somebody just parked here." He's like, "No, I was checking my tire air pressures. I don't know which tires need air." I'm like, "Oh." I was like, "Well, yeah, I mean, I just need it for a few seconds on my bike. It's a tiny little fucking tire. Let me just use it real quick." He's like, "Okay." So he went around. He's still checking his tires and stuff. I think he's just trying not to be confrontational, and I didn't want to sit there and wait for some fucking guy air up 4 fucking car tires when I just need it for a few seconds. So I just bumped it on there a few times, and then I was like, "All right, thanks, man." I was like, "Hey, and by the way, just so you don't, I shouldn't do this, but people that need air in their tires all the time, I'm like, hey, I just want to give you a little secret, because this is what I do with my personal cars. If I need air in my tires, yeah, Quick Trip is a good place because they have the free air. But this fucking thing, you got to hit the button. It only turns on for so long, and it takes for fucking ever for it to air up a tire sometimes, like especially on my pickup. I was like, if there's ever a line or you don't want to wait or whatever, just find an empty fuel island over there, and they have free air right there, and they have long airlines on both sides. You don't have to hit a button or anything. He's like, "Oh, cool." And then, yeah, as I'm putting my helmet back on and start riding away, I'm like, maybe that was a bad idea. I don't think I want a bunch of fucking cars hanging out in the fuel island. The more people I tell about the fuel island, the more people are going to be in there. But there's a truck stop right next to my house. It's a newer truck stop, and trucks don't like to go there. I mean, there are a lot of trucks that use it, but it's always a fucking pain, especially for these flip-flop fuckers. They see fuel, truck stop, they pull over in there. It's a jackknife curve that always has traffic at it, so they never have enough room to do a U-turn to get into the fucking road that leads to the truck stop. And then once you get into the truck stop island to leave, you either have to go up this fucking hill, you have to go around this corner, and then it's the side road to the highway. It's a really steep and flat top little area. So like in my pickup truck, I hate going there in my pickup truck because it's a manual and I don't have a parking brake. So I have to pull up there and put it in neutral, or sit there and ride the clutch on the hill while I'm waiting for traffic to clear. It's a steep fucking hill. And semis, I can just see them bottoming out or dragging their trailers, especially like a low boy or something. But even just, if they got the skirting and shit on their dry van, it's all getting crushed as soon as they go over there. And it's not a wide intersection either. So it's a bad truck stop location. I'm never going to take my semi there just because it's a pain in the fucking ass. I'd rather go anywhere else, go down a little further. Anyways, so if I have a car that has a flat tire, I always take it there, because Quick Trip, they have good air pressure. They usually keep up on keeping the air chucks in good shape, and you can just pull in there and air up your tires or whatever. But I don't know, come to think of it, lately I haven't had any tires going low, just I guess on my dirt bike. But like, fuck, if I'm ever gonna try to air up a tire at the shop ever again, I'm just gonna go to the fucking truck stop. Like, oh, I got a low tire, I'm going to the fucking truck stop instead of using your fucking bullshit. It's just gonna let more air out. Like, I could limp it to the truck stop if I don't do anything, or I could sit here and just run all the fucking air out of my tire. If there's no mechanics or anybody there that can, show me how to fucking run this shit. I'm going to learn today. I left really early this morning, so I'm going to be able to get down here, get offloaded, and get back to the shop, and everybody's still going to be there. And I can walk in there and say, show me how to fucking use the goddamn air in this place. Because I haven't heard any complaints. I think I might be the only complaint, but I'm like, somebody's turned the air off. Why are you turning the air off? First off. And second off, what the fuck are you talking about air chucks being... I don't think air chucks are special in any fucking way. They both, sometimes you need to use both because it's an air chuck. It's got two sides. It's like a 45-degree angle, and there's one that points out forwards and one that goes backwards, and that's so you can air up a truck tire. You got to stick it through, and you can't get behind it and whatnot, whatever. So you can air it up from forwards or backwards, and it makes no fucking sense that would be a flow-through air chuck. That makes no goddamn sense to me at all. I don't know. I trust my mechanic, but this is making me question him a little bit. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? A flow-through air chuck. Never heard of a fucking thing. Now, this little box machine on the wall that you set the air pressure at, that's where the air regulates. That's where you put it on there. It senses how much air is in there, and it puts air in, and it lets air out from the fucking box, not the fucking air chuck. But I don't know. Talking to them, even if I'm right, they make me feel like an idiot when they try to explain it to me. Like, I'll go there, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck are you talking about? This air chuck being a flow-through fucking air chuck. That makes no fucking sense. As soon as I hooked it up to the regular air, it's just blowing air out. It's like, oh, that's because it goes to the fucking box. No, you're fucking, you cannot be right. And I bet you he's sitting there thinking about how he can reverse his mistake whenever I get there. And he'll be like, no, that's not what I was saying. No, that's exactly what the fuck you said. A flow-through air chuck. Makes no fucking sense. No, that's not a thing. A flow-through air chuck is a goddamn air leak. Is what it is. He's like, yeah, if you leave the air chuck on there, it'll just bleed the system worth of air all the time. So it's a special air chuck. No, motherfucker, it's the box. The box where the air goes into is the regulator's in that fucking box. I've aired up tires with the auto inflator before. I promise you. I've aired up some tires with that fucking box before. Several times, and it's usually been an easy process. But whenever you don't have air supplied to the fucking box, and I was looking for that. I was looking for a little ball valve or whatever somewhere along the airline that went to the air box. I didn't see shit. It looked like everything was opened. But for some reason, the air reel that was inside it still had air, but somebody had shut the fucking shit off, so it didn't have very much. Anyways, it got me fucking irate, and I was really upset riding my bike on a flat tire, you know, because I feel like, I don't know, I don't know, I feel like the tire is not on the rim properly anymore after riding on it. It wasn't, it was flat, but it wasn't like completely fucking flat. And I sat more on the rear of the seat, so there was less pressure on the front tire. But I don't know. After I aired it up, I got on the road, and I couldn't tell if it was the road that was wavy or my tire is not centered on the rim anymore. It felt kind of weird. But once I got out on the highway and started doing high speed, everything seemed fine. And then I rode it again this morning. I didn't notice anything different other than me. It felt a little bit more solid on the road. Because I guess the tire had been going low, so now that's the thing I'm going to need to look for. But my bike is set up to be tubeless, so it's just a regular tire on a sealed rim, you know, because all those spokes, they got to be all sealed off and everything. But normally motorcycles and not not normally, I guess, but most of the time, I would think, they got a tube in there. And my uncle, I was asking him about, I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about going back to tubed. Like, I'm going to put an inner tube in there instead of run it with air in it. And he's like, why would you do that? I'm like, I don't know, just so, I don't know. So if I get a hole, I'll be less likely to get a hole in my tire. You know, he's like, well, if you get a hole in your tire, you can plug it. If you get a hole in your tire and inner tube, you're fucked, and you gotta disassemble everything. But otherwise, you can just throw a plug in it. You know, keep a little plug kit with you, and just plug it and keep on rolling. Like, yeah. But I guess the other thing I got is I got that little the little tire inflator. It's a little electric, wireless little box that's a tire inflator. I guess I'll start keeping that in my backpack. More and more, I keep thinking about adding a box to my bike somewhere. Somewhere on the motorcycle, I'd like to have a little box that can bolt to the luggage rack, and I can keep some shit in, because the little tiny tube where I can keep my tools and stuff is not, it's full. It's full right now. It's got the stock tools that came with the bike. It's got a tire gauge in there. It's got extra zip ties. It's got my cords, because I wired up the shit so I can charge up my phone and everything. I got a couple of different cords in there that are shoved in there, and then I got a rag, and that's mainly, it's a microfiber, so I can clean my helmet if I really need to. And it's all shoved in this little fucking tube on the back of my bike underneath the fender. And it's just like, I'd like to keep the tire inflator with me too. That'd be kind of cool. And another thing is, I might wire up another plug-in inside the box. I mean, this all seems cool, but I like the look of it without anything on the luggage rack. I like it looking like a straight up dirt bike. I don't want to look like an overlander running around, but it would be kind of cool if I could keep a little box, like an ammo can or something, on the back, and it's wired up so I can plug in, I can charge up shit and just put it in the box, and I can always keep my tire inflator, and I can add in some more tools. What I plan on doing is going through the whole bike and finding what tools I need to do, what tasks, and then keep all those tools with me. Because, yeah, if you're right, I just get off of work, I'm half an hour from home, I make it halfway there, and something comes loose, something breaks, something goes wrong, and I'm stuck on the side of the road with nothing. Like, I have a couple of tools in the box, but it's weird because I watched a guy, he bought a brand new DR 650, and he needed to do an oil change, and he said, I'm going to do an oil change, and I'm going to do it with all the tools that came in the package. And he didn't make it very far because he didn't have the right tools. The little tool bag comes with tools that are useful, but it's not everything you need to change a tire or, I don't know, replace your chain. Like, if your chain, well, I guess if my chain fucks up, I can just, I got a master link I can pop off. But I don't have any needle nose, so there's not, the needle nose are too wide and too big to fit with all my other tools in the little tube. So I might end up looking for a little box that I can mount to my luggage rack. Maybe a little bag. I have one that came with the bike, and I zip tied it on for a little bit, but my backpack interferes with it. I sit a little further back on the seat than probably normal, but that's where I'm comfortable. And my backpack bangs on that box, and I don't like that. So maybe I'll get a shallow box, some sort of a shallow, I don't know, not laptop sized, but, you know, decent little box that I can lay stuff flat in. At least if it can fit my inflator and all these tools I'm talking about, that's about all I'll need. And then I can have that in there. And a little Toyota thought he was gonna beat me through the four-way stop. No fucking shot, bitch. No fucking shot, you fucking Toyota. Fuck you and your reliability and your fuel mileage. My wife's car's doing all right. I drove it. I don't know if I even talked about driving it, but I got hopped in it and I went through all the settings and was just checking it out, seeing what everything is doing. And my wife was like, well, whenever I turn the car off, the seat moves all the way back and down, and I don't like it moving because my daughter sits behind me, and I don't want her to get crushed or something. You know, every time I turn the car off, it moves the seat back. And the rear seats, they do slide, and we already have them in the rear position and tilted back as far as they can go. They don't tilt back very far, but my son, he's way more comfortable in there having the seat leaned back, so he's happy with it. But so I went through all the settings. I found out you can turn that off. There's a bunch of other weird settings and interesting things. I was hoping this car had the pedals would move, but it doesn't. There's no pedal movement. And the steering wheel, I thought the steering wheel, it would be cool if the steering wheel was a powered steering wheel tilt and telescope or whatever. So whenever you get in the car, she can set it up 100% the way she wants it. She can sit up a little higher, a little further back, move the pedals up towards where her feet go, and the steering wheel will move and everything, and then she can hit, one, and it will set up for her exactly. And even the rear view mirror, that would be another cool feature that I have not seen on any fucking cars. But mirrors and rear view mirror on the inside, if you could set up everything to be completely comfortable, exactly how you want it, save the setting on number one, and then I can get in the car and I can set everything the way I want it, because I'm bigger, taller, wider, thicker, heavier, and I also like to sit low and away and down and up and over. And anyways, I fuck with everything every time I get into her old car. I was hoping with this new car it would be more, I can just hit a fucking button and everything will change for me and everything will change for her. And then there's another setting that, a third save button that you could maybe just do that for, just hit that button and it will, for cleaning purposes, it'll fold forward, move all the way up. Now that would be scary to hit number 3 while you're driving. You'd be like, oh, fuck! So don't really want that. Maybe not that. Maybe, I don't know. Just leave number 3 blank. But, anyways, it doesn't have all those features. But I drove it. I drove her car. I put it in eco mode. It's a fucking slow as shit. Put it in sport mode, and it acts like it's fast. It really acts like it's a fast car. It's got flaming, where the speed and RPM gauge are. It's like a little flame thing. And then I was going through all the display settings and shit, and it's like, I don't know, I go to calm screen, and I'm like, I like the calm screen, but I also like to use cruise control. And when you use cruise control, it just puts a big fucking car and shit in your middle of your screen, and you're like, well, I don't need that. Can I have the calm screen without that on it? If I set it up, because it's got the adaptive cruise control and shit. And I also did the lane keep assist, and my buddy Tyler was talking to me about it. And he's like, well, hopefully you have one that doesn't just bounce you between the lines. You have one that centers you in the road. And hey, I do. I got the one that centers you in the road. I can take my hands completely off the wheel, around a corner, and it will keep the car in its lane better than I can sometimes, it seems like. It's pretty fucking cool. But then it fucking is like, beep, 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 Hands on the wheel. Hands on the wheel. Get the fuck down. Grenade. And I'm like, oh, shit. All right. I'll fucking touch the goddamn wheel. It'll wake your ass up. So anyways, drove her car. Seemed all right. I think I already complained about this, and I'm not sure. We went to the dealership to turn in her title for her Equinox, and we go down there, and we get the thing, and everything's good, and then she's like, oh yeah, and I was supposed to get a fill up before I left, and they're like, oh yeah, well, our policy is used cars only get a half tank. And before they said that, they were like, what was the car at yesterday when you bought it? And we should have said it was on fucking empty. But she told them, she's like, oh, is it like half? But the guy said he was going to fill it up for us. And he goes back, talks to his manager, comes back. He's like, actually, our policy for used vehicles is half a tank. So we're not going to fill it up for you. I'm like, buddy, you just lost your next fucking sale from this family. I'm telling you right now, you motherfucker, little things matter to me. And I've never bought a fucking car without a full goddamn tank. And it's a used car. This car has 300 miles on it. How the fuck is this a used car? Well, because we bought it from this other dealership that closed down, and then we got all their old stock, and so now we have it. Oh, no, this is not my turn. I almost turned at the wrong fucking place. It says no trucks. How the fuck is it a used car if it's got, like, it only had 100 miles on it when we actually got it. We ended up driving it around quite a bit. My wife did, running it back and forth to her mom's house and whatnot. Our policy is only a half tank, and it already had a half tank, according to you, so we're not going to fill it up. I'm like, buddy, listen to me. That $40 just costed you your next fucking sale. I will never fucking come here again. I mean, look at me. I'm driving a fucking 1992 Chevy pickup truck. I don't plan on getting any other vehicle. But listen here, bud. I wish I was there for the whole process, because then I would have been like, no. I'd say, pack your shit up. We're fucking leaving. If they bring that shit to us before we sign paperwork. Like, oh yeah, no, our policy is only a half tank. Fuck your goddamn policy, you fucking piece of shit. Fuck you, dude. Give me a goddamn full tank. It's a brand new goddamn car. You're not gonna fill it the fuck up. I'll beat your fucking ass. I will make a goddamn scene in this fucking dealership. I'm gonna scratch that Mustang. I'm gonna fuck it up. I'm gonna get in there and fucking shit in the fucking floorboards. You fuckhead. Give me a goddamn full tank, okay? God damn, dude. That $40 is really gonna fuck your ass up if you don't fucking give me goddamn $40 for a fucking fuel tank. Open your goddamn wallet. I'm fucking bringing. Hold on. Let me fucking calm down a little bit. Really fucking irritates me, though, man. Our policy is a half tank. Hey, how about my policy is I slap you in the fucking face? Huh? We just bought a goddamn car from you. So what did we do? I said, oh, okay, and we walked out. But I'm telling you, I freaked the fuck out in the car. I was like, that's some fucking bullshit. That's some fucking bullshit. I just lay over and fucking tuck my tail. I'm like, okay, sorry. Sorry for asking for a full tank. Okay, I guess it's your policy. But hey, guess what, dude? Next time I need a goddamn Ford Escape, I'm not fucking coming here. Because fuck you guys, if you're not going to give me a full fucking tank when I buy a goddamn brand new car from you, I'm not getting a full fucking tank. I'm never coming back. Little fucking things matter to me, you know? Little things matter to me. A lot. Our policy. Buddy, Does your wife wipe your ass too? Is that her policy? I don't fucking know where that analogy even is, but dude, you got to stick up for your fucking self. Okay, you got to say, oh, okay, this customer would be a lot happier if we gave him a full tank, and we were supposed to give him a full tank yesterday, but we forgot to do that on purpose. So now we're just not giving him any fucking gas. And honestly, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. We filled it up ourselves. We have enough money to fill up a fucking car. But it's just like the principle. If I'm like, and another guy came over and he's like, hey, did you guys get everything figured out? I was like, hey, never fucking bought a brand new car without a full tank, but I guess that's your policy. He's like, oh, and then he didn't. He's just like, oh, okay, and then he basically ignored me for the rest of the conversation. Just looked at my wife. Well, you getting fucking eyes for my wife, bud? Hey, bud, eyes over here. Look at me. I'm the fucking man. Guess who's paying for that fucking car? Not her, me. You fucking cunt. Look at me when you're fucking talking about cars and buying shit. Fucking, the gas money that you didn't take is coming out of my kid's mouth, you motherfucker. I'll fuck your ass up. Those are fucking dino nuggets. That's like 8 bags of dino nuggets. $40 worth of dino nuggets that you just took from my kid's mouth. Alright, I need to calm the fuck down. I didn't even think that was what I was worked up about. I thought I was worked up about the fucking tire shit. Apparently this fucking dealership that doesn't want to fill up your fucking car when you buy one really bothers me. I've sold cars and I've given them fucking money. A guy bought my Suburban from me, $2,500. He haggled me down from like $2,800. Gave me $2,500. I handed him $100 bill back, and I said, "Hey, I forgot to fill it up. Here you go." Simple. Hey, if I ever need to sell another Suburban, there's my next customer. Okay, he's probably like, "Wow, that guy, I haggled him down, and then he still gave me another $100 off. What a fucking guy." Hey, I don't know why I do that. I'm just a fucking nice motherfucker. Unlike these pieces of shit at the Ford dealership. Now my coffee's cold. Motherfucker. Alrighty then. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I kind of get alive when I'm trying to entertain other people. So don't think I'm like this in fucking real person. I guess I kind of actually am like this in real person. But understand, I really enjoy bitching about stuff. I really, like that whole argument where my blood pressure was going up and everything. I actually enjoy doing that. I enjoy screaming to myself in this fucking cab of a semi right now, driving down to Oklahoma. I feel like those are the good episodes. When I fucking lose my goddamn mind! I enjoy doing that. I think it's funny. I think it's really fucking funny. So I'm kind of glad I didn't get fuel so I could have this little conversation with you guys. I think it's really funny. You know what else is funny? I just let this guy get on the highway, and now he's fucking sitting next to my fucking trailer. Let me back over, you stupid bitch. Why are you hogging my fucking slow lane if you're going fast? I'm laying into it. I'll see what this fucking bitch has got. What? How fast you want to take it, bud? How fast do you want to take it? Apparently over 76. Yeah, pass me on the right and then cut me off. Go for it. Have a great day. Glad you were around to do that for me. I'm glad I let you on the fucking highway, you stupid cunt. think it's really funny to say cunt. I think it is. I think it's really funny to say this guy's a stupid cunt. He's never going to hear it. But I think it's really funny to say it. Keep all 18 down. Audio